What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? My name is Jace Machine, fueled by coffee, driven by insanity. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I am indeed drinking my first cup of coffee for the day so far. It's a nice early morning for me. And we are playing the Stanley Parable. If you guys have not seen the Stanley Parable before, you guys are in for a treat. I've played just a little bit of this game to see how it worked and to test my recording stuff, and it's pretty awesome. So sit back, grab yourself some coffee, and enjoy.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh, someone's slacking off.
No one showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, here we are. We are Stanley, an office employee. Can we interact with anything here? Crouch. I hate Mondays. Who doesn't, brother? Who doesn't? Okay, we seem to have an empty office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Piles of paper. Odd. It's like there was a fight. Or fuel. Fuel. It looks like people kind of just vanished, dropped what they had in their hands. Can we open anything? Should probably be checking these doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? Do I really want to go to the door on my left? No, I really don't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Damn straight.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe I do want to do that. How do you know, voice? How do you even know?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Tell you what I want to drink is a Pepsi. Give me a freaking Pepsi. More coffee?
Yes.
Coffee.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Sarcasm. It'll get you everywhere.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What if I open a door on my right and then go there? What's down here? First open door to my left? Kind of curious what's in here. Ooh, drafting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Maybe. Just want to check places out. Oh. Excuse me, sign. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. That's great. Cool storage, man. Alright. Let's go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
My cat? What did my cat have to do with this?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
No, she's not waiting. I fed her. She was waiting earlier, and then I fed her. Now she's napping. It's a nice forklift. Yeah. Look at that forklift. It's a bulldog. Who's a good bulldog? You are, forklift. Yes. This is an ominous hello. Stanley here.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Why is the phone plugged into a weird European outlet for power? Hello? 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 Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, Jesus.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
I'm seeing
Let me show you
something.
what's really going on here.
It's gone? Oh, that's creepy as hell. What's down the hallway here?
Sorry.
Oh,
but you're in
jeez.
my story now.
Okay, sorry. Just, I wanted to see if we had, like, a soda machine. I still want that Pepsi. Okay. Shut that door. Thanks.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press Y on your keyboard. Maud, should I do this? Should I? Alright, that's Y.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Mm-hmm.
He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Oh, that's a cool
and
picture.
Every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press B.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
It's true, I
From
read.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press N to watch TV. Maud, do you mind if I watch some TV? And, what did you say about bread earlier? Some good bread?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
I was here.
Thought
I knew. We know this part.
terribly.
Press 5 to spend time with the boys. Woohoo! Let's hang out with the boys. Whee!
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
That was
At
fun.
last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press C to prepare dinner. Maud, I'd love to help prepare some dinner with you. Can we prepare dinner together? You said there was bread in the oven. We don't even have an oven. Oh, sorry, we do. It's an old-timey style one. Yeah, okay. Would you like me to help prepare dinner, my love?
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
That sucked.
he began to fill it with many possible paths
think I overcooked it.
and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
What?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press O to tell your kids a story. I'm going to tell them a story. Oh, it's not O, it's 0. Maud, would you like to tell the kids this story with me?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might
Don't
always
look at me.
feel this free.
She's
Surely
staring
there's an
at me.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Wife, I love you.
But there is
Whoa.
no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is
Gets me
pushing
every
the
time.
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep, Stanley. Don't you know? You just got to go to sleep. All right, I'm going to go to sleep now.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains
Sleep.
here, he's slowly killing himself.
Sleep.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Press M to be at work in the morning. What if I don't want to be at work in the morning? What if I don't want to press M? Doesn't give me much choice now. What if I press literally every other key on the keyboard? What was that? That was just that? Yes. So far we have not touched M. Every key on the keyboard. Ha! Oh, wait. The voice told me not to. But do I trust the voice? I don't know.
You see? Can he just not
Gotta
hear
press
me?
M. There's nothing else
How can
gonna
I tell
do.
him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I see? Press 3. Press 3.
I suppose
Okay.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Not in the way I
don't make
want
the
him to,
rules.
Governor.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Maybe this time?
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.